Hi there, it's Karen here from Turquoise Treasures. Welcome back to my channel, and today we'll be working on Roxy's weekly challenge. I think we're on week 33, where we're making pages for our journals. I can't remember what she's called it in her title, but it'll be in the description box when I upload it, because I forgot to look it up. And so we're putting together some of these digital papers to make pages to put into your signature. So it looked pretty straightforward when I was watching her video, but when it comes to doing it, who knows how it'll turn out. So I've got a whole bunch of papers here that I've kind of picked out already and got them torn down, ready to go. And I've paired them up, so hopefully they're put together with some papers that will work. Let's give it a go and see how it turns out. So I've got these two papers first. And most of my papers, I have to confess, are either Shabby Dabby Doodah or Roxy Creations. I have one other that in here, in this pile, that isn't either of those, but most of them are. And this is Shabby Dabby Doodah's Essentials Kit 2, I think. I think this is Essentials Kit, but I think it's Kit 2, but might not be. So it's really rather beautiful, this paper. And this is also from the same kit. Now, I didn't want them to be too similar, but they do actually come from the same kit. So I'm just trying to... So you have to glue the two pieces together. I'll just do it this way, I think. That's the idea. Glue it together and fold it in. It should be simple. Let's see if it is it's as easy as she makes it look. Oh, and my pin has got a bit stuck in my glue pot, so hopefully that's not going to be a problem. So I don't think I'm going to use my glue stick. I think I'm just going to stick with this, so I can do a bead of glue along each edge. That's what I think I'd like to do with this. They don't need to overlap too much. And then a bead of glue down this side. Okay, and then hopefully they'll just attach nice and straight. That would be lovely, wouldn't it? Get it nice and straight. Oh, not too bad. Okay, so we've got a nice long piece now. And then we're going to fold it in. I've got to kind of get an eye on the size I'm making my pages. So if we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and a bit, so I don't want it to go in too far. Let's give this a try. And then fold it up. Got it really near the join there, haven't I? Okay, let's just go just a little bit further over. Like that. And let's fold this one in to that fold line. Okay, so that looks okay, not fantastic. I think this bottom bit needs trimming because that's not level. I think I'll just trim it along here. See what we've got. That's quite nice there. And then there's a bit of a gap here. I think I might like to pull it over a little bit more. No, I don't think this is particularly straight along this edge. Just might put it over just a little bit more, closer to the fold that I made. Okay. Oh, I've got to glue it down now, haven't I? Yes, I have to glue it down. Okay. So this is definitely not straight along this edge. And that's going to not line up then if it's not straight. Kind of straight at the top. Yeah, it's really wonky, isn't it? Let's see. It's the first one, so I'm not sure if I'm getting it right, but I suppose I just have to cover up these extra fold marks. I'll have to stick something on there, or a bit of lace along there, and nobody will know. Alright, because they've got a bit of a double fold here. So let's glue this along here. And up the side. Seems a very wide page to me. What have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 3/4. It's going to be quite wide on that page, I think. But we'll see. No idea what sort of journal it'll go in, but I'm sure eventually. No, what am I doing? That's not where I want to pick glue, is it? No, 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 no. No, that's not it. The glue needs to go along the side. And along the bottom. Not along the top. That would be very silly to glue it there, wouldn't it? Sorry, I'm going to sneeze. Oh, excuse me. Hopefully I'll get the hang of this. I'm sure it's not that hard, really. Still not quite level at the bottom, but I don't think it's going to be a huge problem. I am going to trim it a bit more at the top. It's definitely not straight. Oh, that's not going to work either. I'm hoping when I get going on this I'll be able to make these a bit quicker, because Rachel raced through them, didn't she, if you've watched her video. But with all these things, it's all about figuring it out. Okay, that one. I think I might do this one as well. I'm not happy with this bit. Okay, that should be better. Yep. Let's get hope the punch works on this. Otherwise I have to use my little one, but I think on these big pages you need a bigger, I think you need a bigger thumb notch. Actually, I wonder if I can do the two together. Oh no. No, they need to be central, and if I fold them in, put them together, that one of them won't be, will it? Or neither of them. Okay, that's that one. Well, let's have another go. I'll put this somewhere handy because I might need it again. Where shall I put it? Over here. So this piece is from a really lovely kit by Janie B Journals called Kruger Park. And I just happened to have this one handy on my desk as well. And I thought, well, actually, the colours of that, this is I think this is Shabby Dabby Doodah's English Gardens, but I just thought the colours were perfect together. So I thought, let's put those two together, shall we? Like that, I think. I'm wondering whether I might make this a little bit shorter, because I find the pages are coming up a little bit big for me. So if I cut this one down a bit, hopefully they won't be quite as big, and the pages won't be quite as big. That way I think. And this one. Okay. All right. So fold that in to there, I think. I hope that's big enough. And I'll fold it over a bit. Folded it over enough. No, I don't. No, I don't like that there. Fold this over a bit more. Not doing a great job here because I'm folding these things twice to get the size of it. I just don't know how big they should be. I'll fold that one in to there. I think I've made this one too big now. Oh, it looks way too big, doesn't it? Let me see. Oh gosh. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I've made this one way too big. It's not as easy to get these folded in correctly as Rachel makes it look. Alright. I'll leave that as it is. Okay, we're going to go with that. And if I don't like the white here, I can always put something down here to disguise it, because that will go into be sewn into the signature. Her folds were much closer to her middle fold, but it's not the way it's going. I'll try and see if I can get it a bit closer on the next one. It looked so easy, but clearly I haven't quite got it right yet. I feel that this page is going to be massive and too big for my journal. Maybe I need to cut both of them down next time to make it more manageable size. What am I doing? What have I done? I haven't glued it here, have I? Goodness me. Am I gluing it the wrong place again? I'm not with it, am I? I'm just not with it. I've actually glued it here. I think so. Okay. Not a great start, but I'm kind of getting an idea of maybe what I need to be doing with these. And I'll just have to put lace or some sort of decorative bit where I've got my extra folds. Okay, that's that one. Right, this will be different because this one is a vertical piece of paper, so I'm only going to have this width, so that should work better. And I'm going to attach it here, and then I'm going to trim it off across the bottom. This is from her, I always forget the name, this sampler kit, I think. So I am going to attach that. So it's a little bit different, this one, but I really like these sampler papers. I'll line that up. Put some glue along this edge. Alright, so that's there. I like the blue with the picking out the bits of blue in the sampler. And tear this off if I can. Maybe I'll tear it here. That might be better. So, hurry up, fold it over, fold it in that way. Yeah, that's a bit better, isn't it? That's nice. Not entirely straight here. I think I tore these and didn't really tear them that straight, but that'll be fine, I think. And then I might fold that there, hoping that this is now kind of quite close to the middle, not as close as I'd have liked. And then I'm going to fold that in there. It's quite a short one. I've got it upside down. I've got the oh, I knew it was going too well. I've put the blue one upside down. Grr. Oh well. It's kind of scripty. Oh, that's annoying. Never mind, I'll have to just keep moving on. I'm not doing this very well. I may have to... I'm at the point where I'm thinking I might just restart this video. I don't know. I'll plough on. I'm really not doing this very well. Okay. I'm sure it can all be disguised. Because there's only so much I can keep disguising. Okay. I mean, I like those two together. I just wish I'd spotted that I'd put this one on upside down. No, not that one. I need this one. Actually, I might use the smaller one for the blue piece because it's a bit narrower. And I quite like that. Okay. And then the slightly bigger notch for this one. Okay. There we are. Yep. Okay, let's see what I can mess up with the next one. Have I got one I'm happy with yet? Nope. I guess that's why it's called a challenge. Certainly it challenges me. Right. So this one, this is from Victoria Park, and this is one of Rachel's antique letters. So I'm going to trim that off there. I think I'm going to try and do it straight with the ruler. Okay. Oh, I should have left a bit more on there, I guess, because then I could have overlapped it, but I'll overlap it on this side. Now, what about height? Is it the right height? No, this one's not so big, so I will just trim top or bottom. Trim it on the top, I think. Where's the top? There's the top. Oh, get it right. Oops. It is not my day today. Have I got another pencil lurking in here? No, probably not. Oh well, let's just pick up what I just dropped on the floor. I think you might call this a bad day at the office. I have just had a most lovely weekend. I'm filming this on Monday, and I've had my oldest friend here for the weekend. We've known each other, we worked out, nearly over 40 years. Because we worked together many, many, many years ago, right in, I think, 79 to 80, only for 6 months. We worked together at Foyle's Bookshop, which is quite a famous bookshop in London. Some of you may have heard of it. It's a big, big, big bookshop, and I think a lot of people, tourists go and have a look at it. And we worked there together. I'm going to cut this down a bit as well. We worked there together for about 6 months. Because nobody worked longer than 6 months in those days. You got the boot after 6 months. Because if you worked no more than 6 months, or less than 6 months, they weren't obliged to pay you any holiday pay or sick pay. So if you got too ill to work, you got the sack. So drag yourself in so you didn't get sacked. But you knew it was a short-term thing. 6 months and you were gone. And so we did our 6 months, but we became really good friends, and we shared a flat for a while afterwards. And we've just known each other for so many years. We've just always stayed friends. Our lives have taken different courses, but the friendship has stayed pretty solid throughout all this time. And she was in fact one of my bridesmaids at my wedding. And Jo does not wear dresses. I mean, you'll never see Jo in a dress, but I got her in a dress for the wedding. And I was I was very grateful. She was willing to do it just for me. So yeah, so she's been up for the weekend, and it's been absolutely lovely. We just talk and talk and talk. Don't see each other very often, maybe a couple of times a year, maybe. I'm got quite a dry throat now. We haven't stopped talking for 3 days. Right, so that's joined up. Let's see, maybe the best thing to do would be to fold it first. Fold it. Then I can fold the other bits into the middle. Find roughly the middle. Roughly. No, that's not even straight. Yeah, that was really lovely. It's been such a great week for seeing all my friends. Yeah, all of them friends for many, many years. And it's just worked out. I've seen pretty well all of them in the past week. Right, fold that in there. Okay, and then I'm going to fold this one into here. And they're both kind of in the middle. Maybe that's the best way to approach it. And that goes like that. Well, they're almost level. That doesn't matter. But they're not too big. That's the main thing. They're good. Happier with this one. Just finding a way to do it that works for me, I guess. Glue that one in. Okay. And this one. Okay. And this one glued into there. Right. I think we're cooking now. Finally, I've got one I'm reasonably happy with. And let's do the punch out the thumb notches. Oh. Okay. Right, good. And the next one, this is a Roxy's paper. You can see it's just gorgeous, and I thought I'd use one of her antique letters again, but this one is a vertical one, so it's going to have to be attached like that, I think. Yeah, I think I'll attach it like that, and then I'll trim it like I did the other one. So I'm just wondering, I might just trim this down. No, I shouldn't need to trim it too much because this is quite narrow, isn't it? Okay, we'll go with it as it is. And then I've got to line that up. And glue that. All right. Apologies, that must be, I suspect that could be my husband telling me he's on his way home. Right, no, it wasn't him, so no biggie. I will just tear this off here. Okay, fold that in there. Attempt to fold it so that it's quite close. Alright, that's there. And I'll fold this one into the middle as well. Lovely. Love these papers by Rachel. Everyone is beautiful. Everyone is unique. And then it folds over like that. Gorgeous. Okay. I think I'm getting the hang of this at last. I think. Let's see how the next one goes. I think that will be the last one. And then we've got to do this one. All right. Okay. Then we have that. And we have that. And I'll probably put some sort of washi strip or something down there, or even a strip of lace to cover that join. And we just need to do our little punched semicircles, or thumb notch, or whatever you want to call them. Let's just get it in position. one as well. Oh, goodness, that was harder. Don't know why. It wasn't thicker. Yep, I think there's just a little bit of trimming needs to be done on the bottom here. Shall I? Oh, I might just do it with my scissors actually. It's only a little bit. I was going to bring my big trimmer in, but I think we'll go with the scissors. There we are. Lovely. Okay, happy with that. I think that's the best one so far. And then I've just got the last two that I'm going to do today. So this will probably be a relatively short video, but I don't think I can put myself through this trauma anymore. No, it's not really that bad. It's just taken me a moment to get to grips with this now. I'm going to trim this again. I think that's been part of the problem, is they've been feeling too big. So I'm going to trim both of them down a bit, I think. So both of these papers are from Shabby Dabby Doodah's, what's it called? Myrtle Cottage. Myrtle Cottage. And I'm going to trim off a bit of this one as well. Where should we have it? Should we overlapping there a bit? I think we will. All right. Looks possible they're not quite the same length, so there may be some trimming to be done afterwards. All right. Let us let's go with that. And then we'll fold it over. And then we'll fold this one in. Okay. Oh yeah, that's worked out all right. Good, good, good. That's a bit better. The pages aren't quite as big as they have been at the beginning. I think just cutting down each of the pages, or having at least one shorter page, is I think the way it needs to go. A little bit lopsided, but oh well. I love this Myrtle Cottage kit, it's beautiful. and you may find it's featuring in an up-and-coming project. Just a little teaser there for you. Okay, I am going to, maybe I'll do it folded. I can see it needs trimming at the bottom here. Hopefully I won't lose the glue. We'll see. Is that enough? Not quite. And the top needs a little bit as well. It's just where they've not quite lined up. Not very much, just a little bit. Okay. Okay, so that's this one. And this one. I feel like this is going to need some decoration, but I think until I know, it could have a pocket on it or something, so it really doesn't need. I'm not going to decorate. I can't remember whether Rachel did decorate any of hers. It seems a bit pointless because you don't know how you're going to use them, and they're probably, if they look a bit plain, they're going to have, probably going to have. Now it's still not right, is it? That is still not straight. Oh, for goodness sake. Alright, scissors at the ready. It's not lining up. Risking it and cutting it now. Now, have I managed to keep it glued together? Looks as if it's okay. Okay. Well, that's that one. Right, so I think that's all I'm going to do today. I may do more, but I think I'm just going to stick with what I've got. They've not gone brilliantly well, as you may have noticed, but the last two or three have been a bit better. So I've got this one, which is the Myrtle Cottage one, which is really pretty. I like that one. And this is the Roxy Creations with the antique letter. I'm happy with that one. I've got this one with the Victoria Park kit and the old and the antique letter. That's really pretty, like that. Yeah, that one's turned out alright. Those three, I'm happy. The next three, not so much. So this one, it looks fine. It's the size is fine and everything else, except that I've put this on upside down. So hopefully that won't be too noticeable and it's still going to be usable. This one, it's okay. I've just got a couple of extra folds where I just couldn't get it right. On there, so yeah, it's right on the edge there actually. Yeah, well, anyway. Yeah, it's not great. Colours are lovely. And I love this paper. I love this Kruger Park paper. Oh, look, it's not very... Yep, that needs a trim as well. It's poking out at the bottom. Okay. That's better. So it's usable, but it will need a little bit of covering up of some of these extra fold marks that I've done. And then this was the first one. This was really my trial run, because what I should have done, of course, is a sample, so that I had some idea of what I was doing. Well, they did take me 2 or 3 goes, didn't it? to get the hang of it. And this one needs trimming as well. I think it'd be okay. It's not too bad. It's just not perfect. I think I've got a huge pocket, a huge piece here, huge pocket. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 3/4. I feel like it's going to stick out unless I do it on the outside of the signature. But apart from that, I love it. So, who knows? Anyway, so there we go. 1, 2, 3. 4 or 4. Well, they're both about the same, aren't they? 4, 5, 6. I think that will do me for today. So thank you for joining with me, and if you're still watching, congratulations, you made it to the end. And I did get a little better, but yeah, the first 3 were not great. But never mind. I think I can probably still make them work. So that's good. Thank you for joining me, and once again, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.